What's going on, everybody? It's Jeremy from Star True Systems, and today I got another Reflex track review for you guys. Um, we're just gonna hop right into it like normal. Just a quick little note. In my last track review, I know that I had some FPS issues, so I have switched over to a different recording software. So hopefully there aren't any issues with FPS and whatnot. Um, I'm really hoping that this one's gonna be fine. But yeah, let's just get right into it. So, my last track review, I did Chasewater MX from Matt 428, and I told you guys that he had one other track out, and this is it. It's called Island MX. It's a little bit longer than the other one, but it's still just as fun, as you guys are going to be able to see here in a minute. Pretty short straight for a national, or pretty short start straight for a national. But what I like about this track is it like opens up and then it tightens back into like almost like a supercross feeling track. So it's kind of like a hybrid track, which I have always really enjoyed hybrid tracks. Not really sure why, but yeah, I don't know. Always been just into the hybrid tracks. So right off the bat, that's probably one of the bigger reasons why I like this track. Another reason is all this elevation change. Now, I know we've only done like about half the track, maybe. And as you guys can see, there are a lot of ups and downs and whatnot. But you'll see later on in the lap that it just keeps continuing. Like right here, this sand uphill. By now, you guys probably know that I'm not a big fan of sand sections. But that sand uphill is actually really fun to me. I don't know why, but I really do enjoy it. Alright. Like, just look, all these uphills and downhills, like, you don't really see too many elevation changes. Or at least this many, I should say, anymore. And uphills and downhills could this be the deciding factor in like race wins or whatever you want to compare it to. So I don't know. I think it's cool how he implemented so many uphills and downhills. So, but right here, another sand section. This one I'm not that big of a fan of, just because I mean I always end up messing it up somehow, and then it's just goes from bad to worse. So, but that's one lap through the track. So, like I said, it's a little bit longer, but still very, very fun. One of the biggest, I guess it's not even a big issue, but one of the issues that I have with this track is some of these inside, ooh, that was not good. Oh, now I'm gonna be stuck. Yeah, I know I'm going the wrong way. Alright, so as I was saying, one of the issues that I do have with this track is these inside lines. Some of them hold you really, really well, like you saw earlier on in the lap when I hit that double and went to the inside right away. That one holds you really, really well. But there are a few inside ruts or berms that just don't hold you like they should. I know that one isn't as built up, but that's probably one of those inside ruts that I would complain about. That one seems to be pretty good. I've only hit it a couple times, so. But yeah, I'll try to take as many insides as I can just to give you guys an idea of what I'm trying to say. That one seems to be holding fairly well as well. Now you guys are gonna see that that I'm taking a lot of these outsides on the downhills, and that's just personal preference for me because I like carrying as much speed as I possibly can. Um, I know it is the long way around the track, but I don't know. I've always been inclined to the idea of taking an outside to keep your speed up instead of having to slow down to get into a rut on the inside of a downhill. So, like I said, just personal preference. Some of you guys may not agree with me, but everybody's inclined to their opinion. So, as we go through this sand section once again, I think I've only gotten through that sand section cleanly like maybe 3 times in, I don't know, 30 laps or so. So, I mean, just sand's not one of my biggest things. Yeah, so this right here, ooh, I would have hit that inside if I didn't get rid of reflex right there. But that's probably the best inside rut there is. I keep forgetting that I gotta hit that one too. I don't think I've actually hit it yet. Because like I was just saying, I like hitting the outsides. And it doesn't even necessarily have to be after a downhill or anything like that, but yeah. Oh, another thing that I want to get into, that's not necessarily a complaint on my end, but rather just an opinion, I guess. I'll wait until we get back into the tighter sections of the track, unless there may be an inside or two that, yeah, actually, okay, so it's coming up in just a second after this uphill here. So a lot of these inside lines have those like braking bumps on the inside. I know I didn't hit them right there, but you should have been able to see them. There's like 3 of them, almost like a whoop section before the inside line. I know why they're there, but they sometimes make your bike go all crazy like that. I hit the first one and my bike went completely sideways. I know I was trying to turn, but those little braking bumps may be an issue, like right here as well. You can see them. I don't know. I just don't really like them too much, so ooh. They can screw someone up royally if they hit them just wrong. And the bike just is kind of like unsettling into the line, which can be an issue. But not a big like issue or anything, just something that I noticed that may have been able to been avoided, I guess. I don't know. Like you can see him. Oh, that was a sharp turn to try to get into that inside line, but you guys saw my back end just lifted up, and that was that. So he may have been able to go a little less overkill on those braking bumps, but not the biggest thing in the world. So overall, this track is super fun. So. Oh boy. Ugh. See, that's my issue with the sand, especially in this game. Like if you slide out like I just did coming up a hill, you're already going to be in trouble. But if you slide out coming up an uphill with sand, that just kills your entire lap because you're going to lose all that drive. And it's not even like I did anything wrong right there. It's just kind of my back end just slid out from under me. And that was that. So that's probably why I don't like the sand in this game. It's just because it's It could be a dagger in a hot lap if you just... you don't even have to mess up. It could just be something that happened. And then you're just screwed, so... one thing that I noticed in this track, though, is for how long it is and how many line choices you have, it seems to be fairly one line. Now, I know a lot of tracks are always going to have this one fast line and yada yada yada. All the fast guys are going to be hitting the same lines. But I don't know. Like, I just feel like a track like this with how many uphills and downhills there are, there should be a little bit more line choice. Maybe I'm wrong though. I don't know. I've always thought that national tracks should have a little bit more line choice than Supercross. And I know I said that this is a hybrid track, so there's going to be a little bit of like a Supercross feeling to it. But even on the national side of this track, it doesn't seem like there's too many lines that are of equal speed, if you know what I'm trying to talk about. Like this downhill coming up maybe is probably the best example of how it's not one line, because I like taking the outside. Like I said, that's just who I am. That's what I like to do. But I did take that inside earlier on, and it did, that inside line did hold up a little bit. So maybe that's fairly equal. But like up here, I know it's going to get tight again. You pretty much have to take this inside. Oops. Don't do that, but you pretty much have to take that inside. And then right here, you could probably go inside, but like I said, like the 10th time this video, I like taking the outsides going downhill. But like right here, pretty much inside. And then you got to stick to the left side of the track. Don't do what I just did right there. And then you got to go inside to hit inside, inside. Inside right here, you're going to lose a bunch of time. So, lots of insides. Right here, you could probably get away with going to the inside and jumping all three of those jumps right there. But I just go outside because I feel like it's a little bit safer. And we're about to hit the finish again, so it's just about it. Nice little whip over the finish line. So, Matt428, he did kill it with this track, just as he did with the other track. I really do hope that he keeps making tracks, because this track is super fun, along with the other one. So, I'm kind of excited to see what he comes out with in the near future, hopefully, as long as he continues making stuff. If I had to give this one a rating, I'd say probably an 8 out of 10. I kind of forget what I rated his track last week, or in the last video. I think I may have rated it a 10. So this one had a little bit of issues. Nothing super out there, but just little things that he may have been able to work on just a little bit. But it still is a fun track. I don't want to make you guys not try it if you play this game and are looking for new tracks, because it is a fun track. So props to Matt428. He's killing it with these tracks. So like I said, I hope he comes out with some more stuff. But that's going to do it for the video, guys. If you liked it, leave it a like, comment on the video, let me know what you think. And if you haven't already subscribed to the channel, we greatly appreciate that. I'll see you guys next week for another Reflex track review. See ya.